Hello and welcome to another Raggy's craft beer review. So today we've got a collaboration between North Brewing Company and Neon Raptor. Brewing Company from Leeds, who've moved out of their old, I just forgot the blooming name of it, their old brewery, and Tartarus Beers have took it over, and we're going to make a tap room there. They've moved fully over to Springwell now. So there we go. North Brewing Company, Neon Raptor, and the beer's called Imperial Stout. You'd have thought they'd come up with a better name than just Imperial Stout. But hey ho. Never want to take the mick out of names. Yeah, Imperial Stout. Yeah. So it's cacao, peanut, and banana. Sounds amazing. Great to see the guys from Neon Raptor, going up to Leeds to brew with North Brewing. And yeah, like I've said for a long time now, Neon Raptor's standing is just exceptional at the moment. The beers they're bringing out, the collaborations, yeah, you can't fault them. I mean, I think was it in Japan the other week or something? Somewhere in the Middle East, and it's like, bloody hell, And they say breweries are struggling. Well, obviously not all breweries. 8.5%. Obviously, they've got a great tap room in the Sneinton Market area of Nottingham, and they're really proud of their people, the companies that, the small businesses that are around them, and they embrace them. And I love that because we embrace each other's, in an area, the local breweries joining together, and it makes everybody stronger and more resilient to fight what's coming. A tough winter, super tough winter for all of us, not just breweries. Yeah. And I mean, I've said this in other reviews that even it looks like it could be a very tight winter for us. I mean, we're trying to save up for wedding vows next year. Still trying to do beer reviews and then just paying for stuff. I mean, we've been walloped lately. We've had our pants pulled down and getting a right spanking by bills coming in, and something's got to give in the long run. And maybe beer reviews. It is what it is in that respect. Or certainly calming them down, maybe to one or two a week even. I'll have to see how I go on that. See, you never know what the future brings, and yeah. But I can see an interesting period coming up, certainly from December onwards till about March. So, black pour on this. Slightly off white head that's dissipated already. It is an 8.5%, and it's called Imperial Stout. Makes me chuckle. At the nose, certainly cacao on the nose. Is that how you pronounce it? I have no bloody idea. Certainly got a banana then. Ooh. Not getting the peanut butter at the moment, so let's dive in. Chamborsé. Banana at the front, cacao behind. There's a slight hint of peanut butter there. A slight hint. Peanut even. Ooh, that is a nice beer. It's got quality. I mean, I'm drinking this at shed temperature. Shed temperature is about 10 degrees at the moment, although it feels about 3. Yeah, about 9 degrees in here. So as always, for me, Impies, anything above a certain percentage, is better off. Um, yeah, it's certainly better off at room temperature. Yeah, but it's always interesting to drink something at both temperatures. You go to a tap room. This would be in a keg, similar temperature to what it is now. Oh God, it's cold. And once it warms up, you'll especially if you've bought a couple and you let it warm up, and once the warm air gets to it, it changes, and it's great. It's great to see a beer develop with warmth. I mean, Imperial Stouts are one of those beers where warmth actually really changes the beer. I remember being down at Neon Raptor's tap room, me and Hopzine and Mr. Craft Beer Basic, who actually works there anyway, but and it was their Tuckbot 2000. I think it was 14% Impy. Yeah, yeah, nice and sessionable. But in any case, and when it came out, it was very walnutty, straight out the keg. And as it got warmer, the bourbon elements really came in. Whether there was bourbon in it or not, it certainly tasted that way. So it just goes to show you, temperature does matter. Oh, I'm loving the banana. Banana seems to be ruling at the moment over the other two um, items and elements, should we say. Um, and the ABV's a nice ABV as well. Yeah, enjoying that. And a lovely beer to kickstart the weekend. Hopefully, we're going out this weekend as well. We had a weekend in last weekend, and yeah, it's nice to get out. It's nice. I mean, I did go down Neon Raptor last weekend and spend about 50 quid, I think. So, yeah, that was nice. But on the run up to Christmas, obviously Christmas is coming, and life for all of us gets tighter. You know, unless you're one of these that one, I've got no one to pay out for, or nothing to pay out for, and you're loaded. Then it's not such a thing. But for a lot of people, like myself, it gets tougher. Obviously, Christmas is coming, so I'm bound to get some beer-related Christmas presents. So that's good. I've already told the wife just to go to somewhere like low-cost beer and get order from there. If whatever she spends, whatever she feels like spending, as long as she breaks the free postage, yeah, just get a load of beers from there, and I'm good for that. Um, but other than that, I can't see us going out much this Christmas, but we'll see how we go. I mean, I was hoping to get to a bloody barrel aged um, Imperial Stout tasting night with Totally Brewed, but it ain't gonna happen because the funds just aren't there. And even the wife's saying, "Where are you gonna get your money from?" And it's like, um, it's this bloody thing when you've got MOTs at the wrong time of the year, and then with the BMW breaking down, 1,500 quid. That's gonna cost us minimum. Um, and yeah, and you shouldn't bring money into a beer review, but being realistic, that's what my channel's about, and it is what it is. We're all in that boat at the moment where, well, the majority of us are. We're looking at finances, and it's like, fucking hell, what do you cut? And it's going to be a tough winter for the beer industry because people, they've got to cut somewhere. Dare you cut your heating? No, because you freeze your absolute balls off at home. It's going to be interesting. that is tasting absolutely divine. I know it's only 8.5. He says only 8.5, but you know, I'm used to drinking some big beers. Here we go. I like the fact. I like to. I want to get a thumbnail with the neon Raptor on. The name Imperial Stout's quite boring, really, but it should have been like a North Banana or something, or you know, or Neon North or Raptor North as an Imperial Stout. But hey ho, it is what it is. It's an absolute treat anyway. That I do know. Um, I do like both these breweries. North are quite. They don't put a lot on their beers when it comes to descriptions. It's very. They're very. What's the word? Yeah. There's the beer name. That's it. That's all you're getting, and it does make me chuckle. It does. It does. And two great breweries, though, nonetheless. You know, two great craft beer breweries that are certainly, you know, their standing in the world of craft beer is massive. Both of them. Um, Neon Raptor aren't in supermarkets. I'm not sure you'll see Neon Raptor in supermarkets because their premises are quite small. They brew some bloody amazing amount of beer. I don't know how they brew what they brew in such a small place, but they do, and they do it well. And they must really can a lot, keg a lot, and they must really churn out. It must be. Not that I've ever been down. I'd love to go down one day and see the operations and do videos and show people how Neon Raptor are. I know Craft Beer Basic works there, but being an independent watching it would be interesting, you know. Their turnover is outstanding. You see a lot of breweries and they've got mega fermentation tanks, like 25,000 litres, and it's like fucking hell. That's a big bastard tank. Was it Stewart Brewing the other day? 25,000 litres. Shitting hell. I mean, really? And I suppose if you're brewing that much, and I would suppose it's all automated. A lot of it is automated. You know, are you really brewing? You know, pressing a few buttons. You know, saying loading up the hopper and then letting all the automated stuff do it all for you. I suppose there's a thing with brewing where sometimes the smaller the kit or the less bigger kit, the more you're actually doing the brewing. Um, when the kit gets to silly sizes, all you're doing is opening bags, chucking it in, and keeping an eye on things. Because automation has took over the rest of it. It is interesting, you know. You do wonder. And it's always funny because I went to Sadler's on a brewery tour, and I miss Sadler's. I do. It got bought out by Hawkshead, and yeah, and they were a cracking brewery. I was reviewing a lot of their beers. Now they've seemed to have died, and certainly don't hear anything about them anymore. Don't see any of their beers in supermarkets anywhere, and it kind of breaks your heart when you see decent breweries disappear. I suppose it is what it is. You know, everything evolves. Some breweries are good for going further. I've got people in charge who are quite modern in their thinking. This is the thing, isn't it? You know, you've got to be moving with the times. You've got to be ahead of the times in some ways. So, North Brewing, Neon Raptor, Imperial Stout. The name chuckles me, but hey ho. 8.5%. It is 8.5, isn't it? Yep. You've heard what I've said, and if you haven't, then rewatch it. But banana is king here. Peanut actually sits well in the background. Banana is king. So in some ways, it's a lovely banana Imperial Stout with the cacao, and in the background, the peanut butter. For me, a good 4.45 out of 5 for me, and a very enjoyable beer. And now I need to go up the house and go and chill out on the settee. Oh, with a fleece around me and warm up. But thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers.